From the moment this piece is laid before you, the viewer's mind races with questions. How did this design mixing happen? Was it an error, a special limited run, or a deliberate experiment in numismatic mash UPS? The clarity of the Lincoln Memorial is extraordinary. The columns, the inscriptions, the perspective all crisply struck, as though done with exacting care. You can trace the lines of those pillars with your finger, feel the depth of the relief. Around the edges, the Arabic numerals and script maintain their place, linking this coin to its UAE origin. That collision of cultures and motifs gives it visual drama and storytelling power. Imagine holding this coin, light catching its raised surfaces. One moment you see the mint luster glinting off the Arabic inscriptions. The next, the light brushing the Lincoln Memorial as though spotlighting a monument. It's beautiful, mesmerizing, and undeniably strange, in the best possible way. When you show it to someone, they lean in, asking, "Wait, that's the Lincoln Memorial? How is that possible on a UAE coin?" That curiosity, that spark of disbelief, is what makes this more than just a rare coin. It's a conversation piece. Consider the craftsmanship. The mint had to strike two very different visual traditions into one surface. The Arabic side demands clarity, precision, balanced design. The Lincoln side demands realism, perspective, and fine detail. To execute both cleanly without one weakening the definition of the other is a technical challenge. To succeed so well with no apparent mistakes, overlapping elements, or blurring suggests careful planning. Yet no mainstream mint records acknowledge such an issue or design project. That absence of official acknowledgement is part of the allure. Numismatists often chase over mints, misstrikes, anomalies. But this holds something more. It teases at a hidden story. Was there an internal test plan at the UAE Mint? A forgotten experiment? A special commemorative trial? Or is it truly a hybrid error so rare that most collectors have never seen one? Because in all the catalogs, in all the listings, nothing quite matches this. Stands alone. It's not just about rarity either, it's the emotional pull. Coins carry stories. They are snapshots of time, geography, culture. This one locks two distant cultures into tension. The UAE, with its elegant Arabic calligraphy, with palm fronds and floral motifs that evoke desert grace. The United States, with its neoclassical architectural icon, the Lincoln Memorial, a tribute to a president who changed a nation. They never belonged together, and yet here, they are married on one metal canvas. When you bring this piece to your audience, whether collectors, history lovers, or casual viewers, you're giving them a mystery to ponder. You're saying, here is something beyond the ordinary. Could be a mint error, a clandestine experiment, or a numismatic unicorn. And when someone leans closer to inspect it, they see the precision, the clean strike, the absence of glaring flaws. It makes them ask, is this a fluke, or was it meant to be? From the edge, you feel the smooth rim, no damage, no heavy wear. The coin hasn't been turned and handled too adroitly. It retains strong definition. The Arabic script remains crisp, the decorative motifs intact, minimal contact marks. If someone tried to polish it, they would risk dulling that Lincoln relief. The fact that the surfaces remain rich suggests prudent handling. That condition alone elevates its desirability to serious collectors. But beyond visual and physical qualities, what sells is the story. When you post this to your viewers, you don't merely show a coin, you propose a riddle. How did this happen? Becomes the hook. In the comments, people will guess. Faulty die pairing, clandestine commemorative experiment, digital design accident. You'll draw in enthusiasts. You'll spark debate. That engagement becomes part of the coin's aura. Your narrative. You can guide viewers through what they're seeing. First, the UAE side, the date, the calligraphy, the weight, the design language. Then flip it to the Lincoln side. Let them absorb the columns, the inscriptions, the depth. Let them imagine the minting process. Suggest possibilities. Appeal to the mystery. Let curiosity drive them. People love puzzles, and this coin is a beautiful, tangible puzzle. As viewers look, They will also assess the investment. They ask, rarity? Demand? Future value? This coin checks many boxes. It's visually unique. There's no known close twin. It leverages two collecting audiences, UAE coin collectors and US era coin collectors, which broadens the potential buyer pool. This condition appears high, and it carries a story that's as compelling as any mint error or commemorative oddity. Now, presenting it as a high-value item requires confidence. You describe it not as a gimmick, but as a meaningful, rare piece of numismatic intrigue. You emphasize that its authenticity is backed by sharp strike quality, minimal wear, strong surfaces. You note that no comparable example is known, making its uniqueness part of its premium. You invite serious interest. You might say, if you've ever chased rare coins, anomalies, or crossover curiosities, here is the one piece you won't want to miss. A coin that defies expectation, invites speculation, and holds in your hand a story as rare as its design. And then you reveal the price, $22,000. This is bold, commands attention. It sets the tone. This is not a casual listing. This is for the collector, the investor, the person drawn by rarity and story. Through an 800-word narrative like this, you guide the viewer through discovery. The look, the feel, the shock of the Lincoln image, the craftsmanship, the mystery, and finally the call to action anchored by a price that matches the exceptional nature of the piece. You never handhold with headings or emojis. You let the coin do the talking, and your words create the stage. And when the viewer hears $22,000, they know this is serious.